Today I'm going to show you how to play Hallowed Be Thy Name by Iron Maiden. I'm going to break it down into sections. Let's start with the intro. Our fingers that we put on the strings are going to stay on those strings and slide down to do this intro bit. I'm waiting. Okay, so slow down. We're going to put our first finger on the 10th fret on the A string, so here. And our little finger is going to go on the 12th fret on the B string. So you've got, and you pinch them. And then the next shape, we're going to move it down. Your first finger moves down 1 fret. And your little finger moves down 2 frets. For the next one, both fingers move down 2 frets. So you've gone. So your first finger is on the 7th, your little finger is on the 8th, on their respective strings. And then we're going back to that first shape, so you're like missing a fret. So first finger on the 5th, little finger on the 7th. And then you're going to slide up to the chord we did just a moment ago, the chord preceding this one. And then back to that chord, and then down 2 frets, and then back up 2 frets. The first part of that intro then altogether is yeah, so we're going to be sliding. Pinch, 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 slide. And then the second time round, it starts the same. And then you go, which is just 1 fret down from that. Both fingers down 1 fret. Put it together and you've got bong, bong. Waiting in my cold cell, and so on. Okay, so the next bit of the intro, for the running low bit, we are bending up from the 13th fret 2 notes and bringing it back down. So, and then we want the 12th fret on the B string. So that's your first bit. And then the second part of that is, which is a hammer on from the 10th to the 12th on the B string, and pulling back off to the 10th, and then 12th fret on the G string, and then back to that 10th fret on the B. So you, altogether that first part is, and then the second time you do it, you go, which is the same at the start, so you bend. And then when you do the 12th on the G, you walk down to the 11th on the G. Slowed down, that riff goes like this. There are 2 parts to it. We're going to put our little finger on the 7th fret on the A string, which is an E note because the song's in E minor. So the riff will go like this. And then loop. Here's some tab to follow along. Listen to it, try it out, rewind, try it again. So, little finger on the 7th fret on the A, first finger on the 4th fret on the D string, with our middle finger ready to go to the 5th. It's the first bit, and then you're going to move your little finger down, up I guess, then you're going to move your little finger up to the D string, 7th fret on the D string, which is an A note. And then you're going to walk work back down those notes you've just played. Flatten your first finger down and play the 4th fret on the G string. You've got the last bit is 5 4 5 4 on the D, 5 4 5 4, and then your little finger's going to do that E note on the A string, which is the 7th fret. So altogether, that first time through is. Second part of it, you're going to go. So it's very similar to the first time you play it, but instead of you're going 4th fret on the D, 7th fret on the A. Fewer notes, it's sort of staggered, it's got a different kind of swing to it, so you've gone loads of notes, and then you go. The verse chords are E, and we're going to do power chords here, so we're going. So it's just it's 2 fingers, or 3 if you're feeling fancy. When the priest comes to read me the last rites, which is G C, I take a look through the bars of the last sights, A to D, which is B E B C. Comes to read me the last rites, I take a look through the bars of the last sights of a world that has gone very wrong for me. And then you repeat that, and that riff is just walking with your fingers. So on the low E string you're going 7 8 7, and then with your little finger and your ring finger you're going to go. You walk down on the A, 10 9 7, and then 10 on the low E with your little finger, and then you're back to the chords. So you got. And then the only other change then is you're going to start doing that, the galloping rhythm, which is just missing out these. You're just doing the E, C, D, and so on. Just the next section is that breakdown, which is a variant on that main riff. Here we go. The harmony line goes like this. Go. which is 5/4 on the D and then little finger on the 7th fret on the A. C, D, back to the E, and then you go down. So after you've done your riffs again of the bit that slows down after that riff is dun 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 dun. 9th fret on the G, little finger's going to do 12th on the B, 11th on the G, 12th on the G. Okay, so this is the variant on the riff again. We're going frantic, we're going. So you got E, which is just a nice little riff. So you're going to pull off from the 5 to the 4 on the D, and then play that D note there on the A string, on the 5th fret. And then you're going to repeat that same pattern on the A string, dropping down from the 3rd to the 2nd on the A string, and ending on this G note on the low E string. Okay, so these are the chords that go behind the solo and lead us into the solo. So you got E, D, D. So after that big first solo section, we're back into this. And then we've got a new riff to learn, and that new riff is. I like to think that if you can sing a riff, you can play it, or at least it should help you. Actually, that riff's loads simpler than I thought it was. So you're climbing up to D, E, to a G note, which is 5th fret on the D string, and then climb back down. Leading goes into the final bit of the song, the yeah, 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 hallowed be thy name bit. For the end of the song, we have a return to the riff. It goes like this. Harmony line is going. After that bit, you're going into.